All right, what's going on, y'all? My name's Zacchaeus Henry. I'm 19 years old. I'm a master barber, a clothing brand owner, and just full-on globalpreneur. I don't use the word entrepreneur because we're going to be selling worldwide real soon.
Like
And
that.
yeah,
Like that. Yeah, appreciate you again for coming on, bro.
definitely.
So yeah, starting off, I saw you went to Eisenhower. You grew up in Houston, or did y'all move here from somewhere?
Yeah, so I actually grew up in Houston, and I grew up in Acres Home. I went off Howard in high school, played football all 4 years, was a starting quarterback. Yeah, so I'm from Houston, born and raised.
Gotcha. And you
And
got any siblings or anything?
yeah, bro, I got three sisters. I grew up in an all female household, but I
Okay.
got a little brother on my dad's side and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah,
So it was like a single parent household.
yeah, facts. Just mom only in the crib.
Gotcha. So yeah, you played football in high school and stuff. Were you like a football kid, young and everything, like up to middle school, high school, and everything?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. So throughout, I started playing football when I was 10. Before that, I was playing basketball. I mean, baseball. And then when I started playing football, though, that's what I wanted to do. I had NFL dreams like everybody else, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wanted to
were you was like good enough to be getting offers and stuff, or like
Nah, thanks. Yeah, I ended up having about 10 football offers and to go play sports. West Texas A&M, Lakeland University, like just to name a few. During my decision making, this was this time last year because I just graduated in 2023.
oh, you just
And
graduated out of high school?
yeah, I just graduated high school. I'm 19, yeah. So I just graduated
Damn.
out of high school not even a year ago. It was
Oh
June.
yeah, I ain't know that. I thought you was a little older.
Yeah, facts. So whenever I had to make my decision around this time last year, I was kind of stuck between full on entrepreneurship, dibble and dabble into, going to go play college sports.
Gotcha.
And during that whole time and process, I feel like I was reading on books. I was reading Rich Dad Poor Dad and Think Grow Rich, and my eyes just started opening up to like really like college is not the wave at all for real.
Caught that
And then,
entrepreneur
yeah,
bug and stuff.
yeah, facts, the entrepreneur route, the best route because I mean I'm a man of numbers. Like I have more of a better chance to making millions of dollars and what I want to do, being an entrepreneur than going to go play sports and going to the NFL and all that. And I still have love for the game for football, but it's I feel like
Yeah, I feel you.
college sports is a different level. It's a job. So
Gotcha.
I like my job. I like cutting hair more than football.
So was your mom like, was she pushing you towards going to college, or was she kind of
So,
okay with
so,
the
so
barber
my
thing?
mom, she actually really supportive. Whatever I want to do, she just wanted me to just do what I wanted to do, and
Gotcha.
she just stood 10 toes down behind me. Because when I did choose entrepreneurship aside on football, I had a lot of hate. Not only just from school, from adults, grown people. You know what I'm saying? Just
What you doing?
oh,
They about to pay for your school. What you doing?
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So they was just like, oh, bro, you like, you going to you been becoming a barber to then going to college and playing football because a lot of people they want to judge other people and say if I was in your position, but the thing is, bro, you're not in my position. You could never be in my position. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the biggest things that really affected just my mental because I'm like people go hate regardless, but it's a different type of hate when it's coming from adults and you're 18 years old trying to make a decision on what you want to
Yeah.
do with your life and a pretty big decision, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely like our age group, like we definitely all are more like inclined to be entrepreneurs and want to work for ourselves and stuff. Like
Right.
our parents' generation, that wasn't realistic. So it's like for them, they don't see the opportunities as clearly as we do. So I get it.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, I'm just glad my mom, she wasn't like that. She really did support everything that I did. And like I did grow up in a single parent household because I do got to give my props to my dad as well. Because my dad, he's the one who basically taught me how to cut hair. He taught me how to cut my own hair, do a little
Oh,
yeah, facts. So
gotcha.
cut
So
cut it
yeah,
down, look hard and taper it up, line it up. That's all he taught me though. But that's all I needed. So as soon as I picked up the clippers, I was in seventh grade. I was in seventh grade. I was 13 years old when I first started cutting. And then
you learn just from like your dad, or you was watching YouTube videos and stuff.
so yeah, so after he taught me that, then just how to cut my own hair.
Yeah.
Then I started watching YouTube videos. I really started becoming passionate about it. Like 360 Jeezy was popping back in like 2018, 2019.
I cut my own hair. That's how I learned how to cut. I got the little
Facts.
the mirror thing you hang up on the door. That's how I learned too.
Yeah, facts. A little self-cut mirror, yeah.
hmm
And yeah, I was always cool, man. I use a little baby mirror. I'm getting the back and everything. I'm fucking myself
I
up.
couldn't do it. I tried without one. It ain't work out for me.
Yeah, facts. But it was real tough time period too, bro. Cause I was I was so young, cutting my own hair. Fucking niggas was talking about me, bro. I had slanted hairlines and everything.
So during that time, you was playing football and stuff. Like, did you
Yeah, I was playing
ever?
football.
Okay, were you ever thinking at that point like maybe I could be a barber, or was it just like I'm just
No.
doing this to make a little money?
So I didn't cut nobody hair until I got into 2020. So I was in like the ninth grade. I was in ninth grade when I started cutting other people's hair. So
All
I
right,
took about 2 years, 2 to 3 years, where I was just cutting my own hair. So I didn't touch
gotcha,
nobody else's head the first 2 to 3 years cutting hair.
gotcha. So who was like your first few clients, like homies on the team and stuff?
So no, that I was too scared to cut them. You
Uh,
mess up. That whole team talking
yeah, I
about
feel
it.
you.
But nah, it was really just first time cutting somebody else's hair was in 2020 February. And at
Gotcha.
first my first client was my neighbor, my boy Glenn. He the truth, man. He let me practice on his head.
Shout
The
out
first
Glenn.
few times was facts. So first few cuts was obviously free. And I did pretty good because I was already cutting my own hair and then cutting other people. I mean, he was my first client on somebody else. I'm watching
Gotcha.
YouTube. So yeah, I learned off of him. And then that's when I started charging $5. I started
Okay, so
charging.
how long from when you cut his hair the first time till you started actually charging people 5?
It took me about I seen an opportunity. So after like the first 2 times of cutting this stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm really let me go ahead and make some extra money on the side. Cause
The
I wasn't legal enough to start working a job. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be my only source of income at the time. So I was
Gotcha.
15. So then I started charging 5.
All right, so where did it go from there? You was charging 5. Did people start coming immediately after you cut his hair good,
No,
or
no, man.
yeah, how
So
you got
I
your
got
first few clients?
yeah, facts. So once I started charging 5, that's when I gained about I say 4 clients, but only cut their hair like maybe like 2, 3 times. Like I was charging $5 after I cut my first head. That's when COVID hit. It was February 2020. So that's when kind of COVID hit. Everybody needed a barber and everything. And I was cutting all the neighbors. And then it got to the point where I'm riding my bike to go to a house call. Like I'm riding my bike 30 minutes to go cut somebody hair for five
Hustling,
dollars.
hustling. I feel you. I mean,
Like,
is
so
at
I'm
that
hustling. I
age
got a
and you're not
backpack with
working.
all my stuff in.
Yeah, at that age and you're
Fact.
not working and stuff, you do whatever. We used to be walking miles trying to go after girls, so for money,
Fact. Go get some pussy. Like I'm
uh, for sure. Even
fact.
if it is just $5, I get it.
Facts. It's $5 that I did not have.
Right.
You feel me? That I probably spent at the corner store the
On the
same
way
day.
back.
For real, on the Gatorade.
Right.
Fact. But
Uh,
yeah. So I got video on it, man, and me cutting people hair, riding my bike, like, and I used to be the kind of like the talk of the school, bro, for a little minute, like, especially in the beginning, because when people I got so many receipts. I got screenshots of people saying, bro, don't go to Zach, bro. He the $5 fuck up. Then niggas start saying that around the schoolhouse, bro. They calling me the $5 fuck
dog.
up.
Dog.
Exactly. Like, bro, and I'm 15 years old, and I'm like, damn, like, bro,
Gonna
I'm
mess
just
up
trying,
the
and I
money.
wasn't even
Dog, dog.
people was just hating because I'm doing something that they could not do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're hating because I'm doing something that you can't do. So
Right.
that was kind of tough.
All right, so from the $5 fuck ups, how did you get to actually having clients coming back and everything?
So after people start calling me the $5 fuck up, I ain't gonna lie, I stopped cutting hair for that was freshman year all the way to I think like October type thing, sophomore year, and I stopped cutting hair. I was just cutting my own hair again. So that only went on for about 6 months of me trying to cut other people's hair. I made a whole page and everything.
Gotcha.
I didn't have really much support, from people I call my friends. That's why I tell a lot of people, like, when you start a business, especially in the beginning, like, you'll see who your real friends are. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't buy or do anything for you, but if they can repost and they can comment, they can send it to somebody who they think they can refer people,
Right.
But so I really just seen what it was. I seen people for who they are. So that's well, let me take it back real quick, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
So yeah, during that time, I had just turned 16. So beginning of 20, I mean, end of 2020, I had got a job at a trampoline park.
All right.
So I was working at a trampoline park called iRods Trampoline Park, where it was a pretty chill job. I was really jumping on trampoline, watching the kids, cleaning up
Yeah.
here and there, and yeah. So I was only making $7.25. You feel
Man,
me? So
my
that's
my
minimum.
first job was at Buffalo Wild Wings, so I was started off at 7.25 too.
Facts. And I'm looking like every 2 weeks I'm getting paid like $150. So with that money that I was getting, I was the bro. I was the like I'm glad that I was the way that I was because I wanted to make more money. And I'm like, okay, bro, how could I turn this $150 to a band? That was the first step. And by just asking myself that question on how I could flip some money into more money without doing as much work by clocking in into a job,
Yeah.
I had started, AirPods, AirPods, right?
Yeah.
So I was on Alibaba, bro, buying AirPods for about $13. I was buying the fake AirPods, facts. So I spent my first $150 check on 10 AirPods, and it was around like it was about 150 for 10 AirPods, and plus shipping and everything. So once I got them on hand, I started promoting. I got AirPods. People reposting for me. What do? And I sold all 10 AirPods at $100 a piece. Cause
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I was telling people that they was
Yeah, I was gonna say like, did
real
anybody
AirPods.
did
And you
anybody
talking about
come
where
back
you
and be
at?
like, these not real?
No, they just not necessarily. They'll just be like, they just messing up, malfunctioning. I'll be like, no refunds, fam. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. All
Cause
right.
bro, it was like, bro, times
I
was
feel you was
tough, bro.
hustling. You was hustling for
Hey,
sure.
bro, hey, once you bomb, bro, it's good. That's you. You bought them. You
I
feel
feel
me?
you.
So then I flipped 150 to a band, and I was still working my job, and then it got to a point where I just kept doing that, and in 1 week at 16, I made $2,000 in 1 week off of selling AirPods.
Well, real quick. So you like, did you find that on YouTube or like what made you start
No,
doing that?
so I had a friend. I got caught in a scam. Like I had bought some AirPods from this girl, and she had it was fake. I spent $90 with her, and then I was like, they work good enough to use for a couple months or whatever. But yeah, as soon as she had sold me them, I had asked her like, where you got them from? You know what I'm saying? She was like kind of a friend type thing. And she had
Gotcha.
just told me, and she put me on game. She gave me her manufacturer.
Okay, so she got you, and then you start getting people.
Yeah, I started getting
All right. So yeah, you
people.
made 2,000 and like,
A week at 16.
that's
And
crazy.
but out of that $2,000, I spent like I had bad money management skills. You feel me? I'm 16 years old. I'm getting some money. I mean, I'm splurging, bro. I bought a whole
Uh,
gaming setup. You feel me?
yeah, I
Then
mean,
with the money I was trying to,
2000 at 15 to 16, bro. I get it. Like, what else you
yeah,
gonna spend it on?
it went like that. You feel me? I'm buying
Mhm.
Fortnite V Bucks. I'm buying everything
2K VC and all that.
that. Yeah. So now I had, huh? I don't play 2K, bro. But with that two bands, I had spent about 1,500 on the gaming setup. Then I was gonna reinvest into the business. I reinvested into the business. I got a bad batch of AirPods, so all of them was like malfunctioning, like wasn't good. So I didn't sell them because like that's just bad business for real, for real.
So what you do with them? You just
So I went. I just had them. I still got them in the closet right now, bro.
so
But
you pretty
so
much
I
just
didn't.
bought the inventory and burnt that cash.
Yeah, burnt the rest of it. So I didn't. I was broke, bro. I was back down bad, and I
Mm,
was still working my job, but it was like I told you, like I was only getting like $150, $200 every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. You know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
And so then I was like, okay, it's time to find another job. I only worked at that trampoline park for like 3 months. This was all in a 3 month time span. And again, mind you, while I was doing that, I mean, to get to work, I was riding the Metro bus. I was riding the Houston Metro bus to get to work.
All right.
And I was like, okay, like this entrepreneurship is cool, but it's just a lot of risk. You know what I'm saying? I kind of switched my thinking into back into a 9 to 5 type thing for a little bit.
Okay, so that was like your first kind of dabble into business and everything.
Yeah, that was my first dabble in the business. Yep, at 15.
So got your feet wet, burned some inventory, kind of pushed you away from the entrepreneur thing. So what, like, did you go, just start working your job or what you was doing at that point?
So I was just working my job. So that was 2 times that I kind of got burnt out, like from the people just talking about me on the $5 fuck ups, and then me burning all my cash that I had
Right.
to restock. So that's two fails. Like I failed twice. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then during that time period, after 3 months of me working that job, I had applied to Whataburger, and I started working at Whataburger. And the only difference between Whataburger and the trampoline park was it was $10 an hour. So I'm like, okay, if I just work 30 hours a week, shit, I'm making $300 a week. I'm thinking like that.
All
But
right.
then I'm playing, mind you, I'm playing football. I'm still doing school, and I'm trying to work a job. You
Right.
know, and have a social life and everything. And so after school, this was my schedule at the time. I would go to school. I get off work at 2:30. I mean, get off of school at 2:30. I ride 2 metro buses to get to work. So I got there at 4 and I clocked out at 11. And then I get home around 12, 12:30 ish. I go to sleep and then wake back up at 6 in the morning. And it was a repeat cycle. You feel me?
Gotcha. So you
So
you was hustling for real.
I was hustling, you feel me? I was trying to get to it, and Waterburger did not care. Like they knew I had school. They put me 10 hour shifts and stuff on the weekends. Like they didn't care as long as the job got done, type thing.
Hmm.
And after 3 weeks of that, I was just so burnt out. I was like, fuck. I make way more money doing entrepreneurship and doing the things that's kind of you know
So you quit before you had anything else going?
I quit, but no. While I was doing that, I was putting the Waterburger money. I had bought some stuff over from Alibaba,
Okay. So what
and
was that?
I bought Ethica underwear. I bought some more AirPods, and I bought some ski masks because it was cold. It was cold in Houston or whatever. So that's
Gotcha.
when the trend of the ski mask,
Yeah, the push
push ice
ices.
mask. Yeah,
Hmm.
facts. It was a trend in 2021. So I had bought all three of those, and I had planned. I planned it prior. I planned to drop to do like a big drop of inventory. As soon as they land, I'ma just say okay, they're all available now to purchase.
Gotcha.
So I think about like $600-700 on inventory at the time.
All right.
Uh, and then as soon as I had the drop, I kind of sold everything type thing. But with the
Well, it
Waterburger
was
situation,
on that though. Was it like you just posted it on social and people just started hitting you, like people you knew at school and stuff?
yeah, posted on social media because I have no real traction on from any other platform. I wasn't posting no content for real. I was just posting on social media like pictures of the products on my story and be
Gotcha.
like, y'all tap in. I got ski masks for $10. Y'all tap in. I got Ethicas for 15. And,
All right.
Ethicas is kind of popular. The underwear they was running like $25. I'm buying them overseas for $5, selling them for 15.
All right. So how much you made off that
So
batch of
I'm under the
inventory?
market off that one batch of inventory. It was over like a time span of a month. I made about 3K over
Dang.
that one batch of inventory. Yep.
All right.
So before I even dropped though, I told my mama, I'm never in my life going to work a 9 to 5 job. Like I'm going to quit and I'm not going to work a job for the rest of my life. At first, she looked at me and she was just like, this is exactly what she said. She said, Zach, that's just life. Like you're gonna have to work a job. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, Mama, I'm not. Like I stood on business when I said that. Like I'm like, Mama, I would never work another job a day in my life.
Look,
And
I feel like most people that get into business have that story of like wanting to get started and maybe not mom, but maybe dad, maybe friends,
yeah, facts.
they care about you, so they looking out for you. They think, they don't
They
want you
don't
to.
like I tell everybody, bro. God gave each and every one of us a play, and it's up to us to run that play. I mean, there's no other thing about it. Like you either run the play or you mess up the play, and then you mess up the
Heard
whole
that.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All
Facts.
right, so
So
from there, yeah, from there, how did you like, when did you start cutting again, or what you do with the 3K? Take me through that.
so once I had got the 3K, I ain't gonna lie, I blew it. No, I had my first car. I had blew it on the first car, and I drove that car for a month and got in a car accident.
Man.
Boom. So that was where that 3K went. And then I was just in a tough time. I'm like, bro, I just quit my job. I have no money for inventory. Like I think I had back to like $50 to my name. So that's three fails already within like a year and a half at 16. And I did have, I did have my clippers and everything. So that whole summer went by. I was just living it up. I'm going to parties, fucking on the hoes, like not locked in at all.
Right, just
And
living. You was young, so
yeah, I was young, you feel me? So then football season rolled by and everything. I got a new car, but I started paying a note on it. The car I'm driving actually now. I got that car,
all
and
right.
I started paying a car note on it and everything. And just to make that money, I had kind of reverted back to work AirPods. And it's kind of similar, same thing with the manufacturer. I had bought a big batch, and they was all trash, like they wasn't good.
All
And
right, so yeah, take me through like getting back into cutting hair again, like after
cutting hair,
the
yeah,
the car
fact,
and everything.
fact. So once I had got this car, the car that I started paying the note on, and the AirPods failed or whatever again, I start cutting back. I start cutting hair again and just posting on IG and everything that I was cutting. I started cutting hair in the school, in the school locker room, and yeah, I was just cutting all my teammates in the school locker room before the games, after the games, and everything. So I started posting that, and then I
Nobody
was
ain't
getting.
hold it against you from when you was messing people up.
They did in the beginning, but they seen I got way better.
All right,
They just, they just got people still was hating, but it wasn't as bad as it was in the beginning,
gotcha.
for sure. So once I started cutting other people's hair in the locker room, I started posting on the media and everything. My mom, she allowed me to cut hair in the house. So I was cutting hair in her kitchen. In the kitchen, I had a little chair and I had a little shelf, the whole have my clippers there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just cutting hair. I was cutting hair for $10, and I was doing house calls because I had a car. So I was doing house calls. Like if you was 10 minutes away, it'd be an extra $10. 15.
Gotcha.
So that started like really becoming emotion and stuff because my cuts wasn't bad, and then I was mobile, and then yeah, people was actually messing with me. So I was getting a lot of cuts. Like I'm making like I had like one time I had like it was like Christmas break. I had like 18 heads in one day. It was real like I made like
Man,
$400 like the first 3-4 months of cutting hair seriously.
yeah.
And I really had a passion for it. I really found myself enjoying cutting hair.
Okay, so around that time, was it consistent? Like, did you every week you had like consistent people coming in?
Yeah, because it really helped because I was cutting hair in the school and then I was cutting hair at home. So
Gotcha.
I had the whole school coming to me. I had the whole school locked in with me from the teachers, the APs, the students. I got videos of me cutting the janitor's hair. You know what I'm saying? So I had the whole school on lockdown.
Gotcha.
And while I was doing that, I'm like, okay, I'm charging 10. Well, I started charging 15. Then once I start after 15, I was like, okay, bet 25. So now I'm making $25 per cut. I'm knocking out 5-6 cuts a day.
Well, so for people listening, like, maybe somebody else that's in high school thinking about cutting hair and stuff, like just in your school alone, that was like pretty much your clientele list. Like
That was my
how much
clientele. That was my main clientele. And I want to tell people right now in high school, like, bro, while you're in high school, use it to your advantage because you'll never be in the same room with the same people every day for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
at the
just
gym.
imagine if you got y'all be having thousands of people in y'all schools and stuff, but let's just say you got 100 people in your school that you know what I'm saying locked in with, tapped in with. Imagine 10 of those, 15 of those, let's say 20 heads a week. You knocking out 20 heads a week, 25, 25, 25. You busting them over the head. You know what I'm saying? For
Right.
a good, you getting a good cut, and then it's at school. So I was cutting hair like
Uh,
I'm skipping class to cut hair and everything. Like I'm locked in.
so for somebody listening, like, to motivate them, Like what was like how much were you making during that time off just your people at your school?
So I was making around 2K, around 2K a month. So yeah, I
In
was making
high
around
school.
2K a month in high school. While I was a junior in high school, I was making 2K a month.
Love it. Okay, so
Facts.
yeah, you playing football and everything, you making good money. Like, did it ever start to like shift in your mind of like, I like football, but I'm making good money, or like, they gonna pay for school, so maybe I could cut while I'm in college. Like,
Yeah. So I mean, all of that was definitely going through my head. When I started, after the football season ended, that's when I really locked down on cutting hair. That next year it was 2022. I really started locking in on cutting hair, and during 2022, I was playing baseball, and then I was also a barber. So it got to the
uh
point where I either go to barber school or play baseball, point blank.
gotcha.
So my first decision was like, okay, I like playing sports, but like this is a trade, this is a career that I can hop in and be ahead of the game. It was a
Right.
no brainer for me. I quit baseball that same day and I enrolled in barber school.
And you never was like, had league dreams, NFL, in
So I did have NFL dreams. I did at the time. But I was like, bro, like I told you, I'm a man of numbers. I'm gonna be realistic with myself. It's more of a chance of me being successful barbering than it was going to the NFL.
And yeah, some people I feel like that's a gym right there too, because I feel like some people like they chase the hoop dream or the football dream for
Facts.
too long. Like because when we're young, like, people tell you like, you gotta be chasing that thing, but it's like at a certain point you gotta start being smart about it. Like it's not that you giving up, you're making a better decision for yourself.
Yeah, fact. So, and this is where I feel like it's really worse in our community and in the black community because growing up we all had oh, I got to do this for my mama. I got to, what I'm saying. I got to
Hmm.
be successful for my family. I got to feed my family.
Hmm.
And it's like, okay, it's understandable that you can become a millionaire playing football, but it's less than a 1% chance of you going to the NFL, or even and it's like a 3% chance of you going to college to go play football.
Right.
And they get so wrapped around putting all their skills and their time into sports where they don't ever develop a skill besides sports.
So
So
then,
now once they do, yeah,
yeah, to
facts. So
your point, it's like you spent 4 years playing college football versus 4 years doing a business. You might not be in the
facts,
league after 4 years. This person to be 4 years into a business.
facts, and that's a lot of. I know a lot of people like that. Facts. So
Definitely.
like you said, like 4 years into a business, or 4 years, even 4 years into a skill that you just locked in on besides sports, because football is just a game, basketball is just a game, and all ends one day. And the thing is that people don't understand is like once it ends, you can't go back and you can't go back and play it again or whatever. So as soon as they graduate college or as soon as they graduate high school, they have nothing to fall back on. They have no skill because they put all their skill, time, and energy into sports
Hmm.
that's made them no money at that time.
All right. So do you have any advice on that? Maybe like if you don't have a scholarship by junior year, senior year, would you suggest looking into something else, or would you tell somebody like still keep pushing if you don't have a scholarship junior year, like you might get a senior year, or you might walk on somewhere. Like, what's your advice as far as that?
I mean, my honest opinion is today. I'm not even gonna lie. Today, it's a football player at my school that went to my school. I'm going to go enroll him in barber school today. He's a junior. I cut his hair on Saturday, and we was just talking. He was like, he don't know what he's gonna do after 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 he graduates because he know he's not gonna go play college ball. He
Mhm.
knows that even if he do go play college ball, he's passionate about football, but it's like it's not his whole life, you know.
Gotcha.
So somebody for people like that is and I don't want to sound harsh or anything, but like
Hmm.
if God didn't give you the ability to just be the fastest, to be the strongest, to be the just that guy, like I really feel like you have to be that guy. If you're not that guy in that sport, and you know you're not that guy in that sport,
Right.
then go ahead and start just looking at other options because it's so many different ways to make money in today's age.
And
So
still
you
to
just
that
don't have
point,
to go to the NFL. You just don't got to go to the league.
Yeah, to that point though, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you may like you could, let's say you don't have a scholarship junior year, but you feel like you done put in a good summer, you've been working hard, like it's not like for me, I wouldn't tell
Mm-hmm.
you don't keep playing sports, but while you playing sports, maybe
Look
start
at your other
looking
option.
into right, start looking into what else you would do if you don't do that, because it's like, to that
Yeah,
point, you could still make good money and then just go play football on the weekends or join a church league or you know what I'm saying, some type of league, you know what I'm saying, and still get
fact.
that fun out, you
That
know?
that that rush, yeah, because I do the same thing. I play a 8-on-8 football league every Sunday. So I
Right.
still,
And
like I told you, I still feel passionate about football, but I didn't want it to be my whole life, my whole job. And
gotcha.
like you said though, like it's not like you're quitting, but I feel like especially NFL players, they did it, they didn't said it. Like if you have a plan A and then you make a plan B, that means that you think or you know
You
that
don't
your plan A
believe in
is not
playing
gonna work.
A. Hmm.
What? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Why would you? And a lot of people have that belief. Like, nah, bro, I know football gonna work. Nah, bro, I know I'm going to the league.
And to that point too, let me jump in real second too. To that point, it's like, to me, it's like you got to be real with yourself too. Like you got to be self-aware. Like,
Self self aware, self
right, if
actualization.
you if you could tell that you may love football, but outwardly, if you're not getting the feedback that you actually are that good, it's like, you got to start being like realistic. What am I that good at that I could, make money at, you know?
Yep. And a lot of people don't know. So this is what I would suggest if you did not know. Like what you want to do to be really self aware, because this is what I did and this is how I seen the most amount of success. Uh
Give it to
every
'em.
3 months, I write down a 1 year goal sheet, and I write a every 3 months goal sheet after the 3 months end. So with that 3 months, I write down short term goals that I know that I want to achieve, and I write it down on a big poster board, and I slap it on the wall. And now every time I wake up, I can actually see and envision myself fulfilling those goals. And even if I don't fulfill them, I didn't had times where I see that since I look back at my goal sheet from 2022, and I just completed it a couple, you know what I'm saying, 2024.
Uh,
So it kind of just gives you, I would say, motivation to just keep doing, to keep striving towards the goals
uh,
that you want to strive towards.
yeah, and like on that, it's a map, like where you trying to go, like the
Right.
goal is the destination, and that's kind of like your map to where you.
Facts. Because it's basically a lot of people be living blindly. They just be going how the wind flows. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. If you want to go towards this, then put all your attention and focus on this one thing so you can attain it.
Definitely. All right, so you was talking about enrolling a kid in barber school. Did you went to barber school in high school or after high school?
I went to barber school while I was actually in high school. So while I was doing, so my senior year came up, I was still enrolled in barber school, and I was still in high school, and I was still playing sports. But after football season or whatever, of my senior year, that's when I kind of just made my decision on, okay, I'm just like, not even before football season even ended, I was just like, I know I'm just doing this for my teammates because I was the best quarterback, you know what I'm saying, at the school, in the whole district, and I was just playing, just to see my brothers win, you
Uh,
know.
so
So
did
I
you have
finished.
other teammates that like went off and played ball and stuff in
No,
college?
definitely. Yeah, so I had a 5-star receiver, I had a 4-star receiver, and then another dude. They are two of them. He's younger. The ones that's a 5-star. The other one he's a 3-star. They all
Go
still
ahead,
playing in
shout
high
them
school right
out.
now. But as freshmen though, yeah, my boy Dion DeBlanc. He's a 5-star North Shore High School. My boy Joseph Albright. He a 3-star or 4-star at Westfield. But they all went to my school at first. Then they transferred over to the bigger schools.
Gotcha.
And then we got my boy Ryan Niblett. That's my brother, man. He at UT right now,
All right.
University of Texas. Yeah, facts. He was in my class. He was a 4-star as well, and I was my number one target, man.
Okay, so
He the reason, yeah.
gotcha. So on that too, like with your peers and stuff going off to school and you doing this, like did you ever have FOMO or like fear of missing out, they off in school and you at home, you know?
When I talk to him every day, bro, like the dude at UT, Ryan, he tells me. I mean, he just tells me like, bro, it's fun, but it's a job. You know what I'm saying? Like he got no time to kind of himself type thing. So
Hmm.
I mean that was the only difference, the only thing. Like not having time for yourself, and I'm like I'm glad that I didn't go to school because that's what I need, that's what I want.
Gotcha. So
You know, I want
you don't feel
that
like you
time
missed
to
out on nothing?
nah, bro, not at all. Even
Gotcha.
with the whole college experience, bro. Like I got a girlfriend, bro. I'm locked
Right.
in. I'm
I'll be
like
telling my little brother, man, because I feel like he he kind of figuring it out. He don't really know. He thinking about welding and going to college and stuff. But my thing is like if you make money right out of high school, you can just move to a college area and go have fun with your friends, and then you'll be
yeah,
the one
facts.
with money while they the
Yeah,
broke
with
college
motion.
kids.
Facts.
You
Facts.
know?
Facts. And that's the reality of everything. Like everybody wanna live this experience. But I feel like at this age right now, while we 15 to 25 or 15 to 30, these are the times where you should be working your hardest. This is the most time you got the most energy, you got the least responsibility,
Least amount of
and you can
bills.
actually like do yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can do what you gotta do. But
Gotcha.
we all make our own decisions, bro.
Gotcha. Okay, and then on the barber school thing, how much was barber school when you started, and like what else like was there anything else you spent money on?
I spent money on clippers. Barber school was only 2,500.
And how much your clippers was?
So and it was all on the cash only. Clippers was only ran about like 250 to 300 type thing. Like I already had clippers, but it was just an investment back into myself, into the business. I just was
Gotcha.
upgrading clippers as they go.
Gotcha. Okay, and then give like somebody that may be thinking about getting into cutting hair, or maybe they doing it, but that's like their real goal. Like, give some cons or like stuff they might not be thinking about to maybe, give them a warning. Like it's good, but it's not all it's cracked up to be. Or like, this kind of the stuff you could expect too. Like, don't think it's all sunshine, you know?
A lot of people hear the bad and I mean the good in barbering and everything. Oh, charging $50 a haircut and all that stuff. I mean, you got to work towards that for sure, most definitely. And it doesn't come easy. You definitely got to put in the work. But barbering is that one thing where it's that one career where your business shows the type of person you are. If you're half-assed in your business, then you gonna have a half-assed paycheck. Simple. And if you're going all in and you're growing and you're trying to go grow, then your money go grow as well with it. And the another thing that people do when they first try to start out barbering, they try to invest $500 into the brand new clippers and everything. But the fact of the matter is, it does not matter what type of clippers you have if you don't have the skill.
All right.
Point blank simple.
Gotcha. All right, and then so after high school, like, did you pretty much keep all the same clientele, or like, how did you start getting clientele after high school and everything?
Not at all. 10 days after I graduated high school, I bought my first barbershop. I'm the youngest barbershop owner in the entire nation. It's me and my business partner. And what's crazy, my business partner was actually my high school teacher.
Okay,
Yeah, so he's actually my high school. He was my high school science teacher, and we was just talking in the classroom one day about business. He kind of already knew what my head was because I had my clothing brand up. Uh, I was cutting hair and everything. I was just making money, and he was a construction worker. He is a construction worker, electrician, plumber, best the whole nine, bro. Like he does
gotcha.
everything. Like the entire building that we're working on right now, like we've done it, just us two. We haven't hired no contractors, none of that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like as much as you feel comfortable sharing, like, what was like the investment into that? Like, how much would you somebody that's they cutting, they making decent money, like how much would a person expect to spend on like getting all that set up?
Barbershop, everything. So the difference is between me and everybody else who started the business is they took out a loan and they hired other people to do the build out. So our build out cost right now would have been around $80,000. But the
Okay.
fact that we did it ourselves, we're under 30K. And then another thing that a lot of barbers also just don't like doing, they don't like working with other people because they're not friendly, or they're not business types of people, you know.
Gotcha.
So
You
I feel like
said you said 30?
30, under 30.
Okay. Gotcha.
Right. And that's from it's really just from the materials, the rent and the first deposit and everything.
So this
That's my
this is like a building, or was it like a suite? It wasn't like a suite, it's like a whole building?
So it's actually it's a strip center, and each build each suite is a building of its own,
Gotcha.
So it was previously already a barbershop, and what we did was we had demolished everything, took it all out, and then we started from scratch. We started from zero.
Okay, so yeah, give me a little bit of the juice in that, like, building everything out.
So the whole process in that was it started last year, June 19th. That's when we signed the lease for the barbershop. And bro, it's just really just consistency, bro. And going when you don't feel like it. Like, I have a full-time job, which is barbering. He has a full-time job, which is school teaching. So after we did our full-time jobs for 8 hours, we put another damn 8 hours in that whole day to work on a
Doing
barbershop.
construction and all that.
You feel me? It's a lot of work and a lot of consistency and a lot of discipline, because it's like we're not just building for short term or for right now. We want to build a legacy.
Gotcha.
We want to build something long term, something that's gonna bring us passive income.
So yeah, tell me, because I think we skipped over it a little bit. Like, how did you get your clients and everything after high school? Like,
So after high school, I had started off using this app called The Cut, and it's a pretty good app and everything. So I was gaining really all of my clients were from barber school that I was already previously cutting, and they just came over to the house to come get a cut now.
gotcha.
And then also some of my clients from school that was still in high school, because all the people who was getting cuts in my class, they graduated and went off to college. So I basically, like, I didn't have a big pay cut, but it did go down at first until I built it back up over the like 3 months over the summer.
Gotcha.
And so I was still cutting kind of the same people and wasn't seeing any new clients for real until just recently. But as I was building up my business, I was just consistently seeing like about 3K a month at 18. So I was saying about 3K a month just cutting hair at 18. What was that? Just recently, the whole process after that, like, I had moved into a suite in January. This January that just came up, I moved into a salon suite.
Yeah, I seen
And
some of your videos and stuff.
yeah, facts. So and with that, when I moved into the suite, I had lost all my clients, because I moved almost 30 to 40 minutes away from my house, from where I was cutting at.
So what you do, like, how you build up from scratch again?
So so this is the play. So when I had made the move, I was only cutting, like, this was a couple weeks ago, literally, like, I was only cutting about 10 to 15 heads in a week. But I had literally went from making 3K a month to making 500 to 800 a week just a couple weeks ago, like
Gotcha.
8 weeks ago. I was making only 800 a week type thing. So, well, some 700 like that.
Gotcha.
So I took a big pay cut, and I was really down. I was down. But during that whole time, I had joined this mentorship program that basically teach people how to turn their Instagram content into clients.
Okay, you
So
want to shout? You want to shout it out?
yeah, D Luck. It's called New Era of Barber,
All right.
and that was my first real big investment, and I'm still investing in myself at the time. I mean, right now as we speak. But
Okay.
it was $6,800 for the entire mentorship program.
All
So
right.
you would think, especially at 18, 19, or even older, like, people just don't like investing in themselves. Like, they would rather sign a 72-month car lease that's not gonna have a return on investment. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? For $30,000,
But
and look
even
good for.
even your parents though, like your parents wasn't like nervous about you spending that kind of money, and they don't really know who it, you know.
Oh, they don't know.
Oh, it
And
was
I run
all
my
your
own.
money.
Yeah, so I run my own business, bro, and everything that I do is my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like
Or
even with the barbershop, my mama didn't know I even owned the barbershop until the day I posted.
gotcha.
Like
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, like she wasn't upset, but she was like damn, you wasn't gonna let me know nothing. I'm like,
gotcha.
I
That's
gotta
crazy.
move because like when you tell your parents stuff and everything, and they say something that you did not want to hear, it really takes it takes the motivation. It takes like it has you second guessing yourself, and we don't need
I know
that.
what you mean.
Max, we need you all in.
So yeah, would you kind of take from the mentorship? Like, what was the core stuff you've been
So I'm
learning?
still going through the program right now, but that's how you found me, bro. When I joined the mentorship program January 15th, I only had 1,170 followers.
Uh,
And then you look at it now, 2 months later, I'm at 18K. So what I learned was how to optimize my content to make it just look better, to generate more clients from it. So what you want to do with your content is you want to make it look so good that you want people to click on your profile. And once they click on your profile, they click the link in your bio to book an appointment. So once they book the appointment, you then turn your content into clients.
gotcha.
And just over the span of this month, uh, I had 56 new clients booked from Instagram,
Literally all from content.
all from content. And I mean,
Or
you know what I'm saying? So in the past 4 weeks, I made five, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
And
come
how
back.
often are you posting this stuff? Like, how many posts a week? Or
I'm posting about one daily. One good quality content daily.
gotcha.
And let me give a quick little gem real quick. Like a lot of people think just posting content daily is gonna get you results, but you can't just post content every day. You gotta post quality content. You gotta post good content, engaging content, and you gotta post with a purpose. So what that means is like when you post, give people a call to action. So like at the end of the post or in the comments, if you want people to subscribe to your YouTube channel, just say subscribe to this YouTube channel using the link in bio. If you want people to book an appointment using the link in bio. Like you gotta
Gotcha.
call it. Or even if you want more followers on the platform, tell people to give you a follow and they will do it.
Or okay, you got any tips as far as like hashtagging or times to post or anything like that for barbers?
I can't lie. It does not matter, bro. What time you post, what hashtags. The hashtags that I would prefer you use is your city, your city barber. So hashtag Houston, Texas. And what all y'all listening can do, y'all can just go to my profile and y'all can literally like just go to the hashtags I use, screenshot it and use them and just adjust them to what you use them for. And even just my whole profile, bro. Like when I have licensed professional in the bio, where I'm at, like all of that stuff that I have in my bio and on my profile, optimize off of, copy it, and it's gonna work.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's how I found you for sure. It was like in the real section. I was just looking for barbers in Houston, and I found your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely. All right, and then any like what? So I know you building out the shop and everything, but like you have any like long term, like 5, 10 year type of goals?
So just speak a little bit about my barbershop. So it's opening up next month. It's a 10-share barbershop. I'm gonna be one of the barbers working in there. I got 9 other booths. So I mean, if y'all want to do the math real quick, it's gonna be $200 a booth, with 9 other booths. And what I want to do like long term, some of my long term goals is make 10K a month from just cutting hair, barbering. I'm halfway there. I own a duplex, so I want to turn all the money that I am making barbering wise into real estate. So that's my
Gotcha.
long term goal in the next 5 to 10 years.
Gotcha.
I want to start a family. I want to own a duplex, multiple duplexes within the next 5 years. I want to own a duplex by the end of the year. That's one of my main goals.
Gotcha.
And franchise my barbershop and own the salon suite. I got so many goals,
Yeah,
bro.
I
It's
got you.
like
Yeah. Nah, you
you
sound
feel
like you
me?
got it
I'm
mapped
like,
out.
but the thing is though, like a lot of people got so many goals and so many visions that they try to work towards each and every single one of them at the same time. Focus on one, and then that one goal, that one thing that you're focusing on will help you dibble and dabble into other things. So like I'm focusing right now all of my strength and all of my, all of my funds into barbering. I'm
Gotcha.
going to let that barbering money start off into me, get me into real estate, get me into cryptocurrency, get me
Uh,
into the other doors. But everybody want to start off doing everything. You're one person. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down, do one thing at a time. And once you
prioritize.
achieve that, yeah, once you prioritize what's important, and once you get that one goal, then start knocking out the other goals. And then you just gonna see so much more growth when you focus on one thing at a time.
Gotcha. And then one more, just for barbers or people that's thinking about becoming barbers listening, like you said you made 5K in the last month. Like what are you
And
charging?
that's
Like,
and that's just for barbering. I own the clothing brand as well. So
gotcha.
we seeing yeah
How often are you working? What are you charging? Like, kind of break it down for somebody so they could, structure their business properly.
yeah. So one of my highs this in the past 4 weeks was 2K. I made 2K in a week. Just off of cutting hair. I seen 42 heads, and I charged $40 for a haircut and beard, and then $35 for a haircut, for just a basic haircut, for a haircut. Simple. So a lot of people, they want to charge extra enhancements, just tie it all into one, so it can
Gotcha.
make it as simple for the client, and then also just simple for you. So if a person come in for a little taper and an edge up, that's $35. If somebody come in for an all around fade, it's $35. You know what
Gotcha.
I'm saying? So with enhancements, like you just got to kind of make your business as simple as possible to see the most amount of growth.
And you working pretty much like 8 hours a day or more hours?
Sometimes it depends. Like today, I only got two haircuts. That's 2 hours. I mean, that's an hour and a half. So, it kind of depends. Like on Fridays and Saturdays, then I'm putting in 12-hour shifts. But
Gotcha.
throughout the whole weekend stuff, I may be working. I say total hours I'm working a week right now is like 25 to 30 hours a week.
Gotcha. Doing
Make
doing 5K in
Yeah,
4 weeks.
facts,
That's crazy, bro.
facts.
Okay, cool. And then moving forward, just like random, like have you worked with any, influencers or any athletes or anything, people that's,
So
notable people might know?
just last week, I just cut my boy. He's a wide receiver at in the Minnesota Vikings. His name is Dalen Baldwin. No, his name is Dalen. Yeah, he
Dalen
a
with the
receiver.
Vikings.
You feel me? He a
uh,
receiver with the Vikings. Point blank.
what's
Period.
up? How you
Then we
met him?
got I didn't cut a couple rappers and stuff. You ever heard of Summers?
I think I might have heard his name on No Jumper or something before.